Hey everyone, it's Cassie on Transform Your Life, and in this video I'm calling a timeout when it comes to all the conversation around the collective of modern women, right? This red pill conversation where everyone is focusing, not everyone, but a lot of people are focusing a lot of their energy around dissecting and talking about and breaking down and exposing the toxicity of the modern woman, right? The quote unquote collective of modern women. I'm calling a time out on this conversation, and I'm going to interject here, and I'm going to be bringing some major challenges forth in this video, okay? So who's ever watching, brace yourself, because I am going to be bringing forth challenges in this video and truths in this video that are going to be very difficult for many people to receive. And in the end, it's not my burden to bear if you want to receive it or not. This is for people who are mature enough to receive the truth and get into action. This is who my channel is for, are those people who are mature enough to sit with what I am saying. Take the time to sit with it and become introspective and not just write off what I'm saying because it's making you feel uncomfortable. It's making you feel attacked. It's making you feel like I'm touching on a wound that you don't want to be touched, that you don't want anyone to open up and clean, right? So that it can heal instead of fester, right? Fester, turn into infection, come to the surface as a form of disease, right? So what I want to talk about in this video, speaking of something that has become infected and manifested, come to the surface as a festering disease, right? If we're gonna talk about and use the term the modern woman or the modern man, the manifestation of the modern woman or the modern man, I'm here to tell you that everything that is manifesting within the collective of modern women, the collective of modern men, the collective of the LGBT community, everyone, right, is a manifestation, an explosion that has exploded outwardly, an explosion that has been a long time coming because of the toxicity and the disease that has been festering in the collective of human beings for thousands of years. I'm calling a timeout because we are very, very unclear as a society, as a human race, as to what has caused the manifestation of the modern human race showing up and outwardly being who they are today. Okay, because everybody's really focused on this generation and how quote unquote screwed up the modern generation is, right? While not acknowledging, for some reason, we have this idea that, starting thousands of years ago, that, we just want to bypass all the disease and dysfunction that has been going on for thousands of years, and we want to scapegoat the collective of modern women. Or we want to scapegoat, the collective of modern men and not look at the big picture historically, right? If I'm talking about the subconscious wounding when it comes to human beings on this planet, right? Because I'm also an advocate for holding people accountable, right? This is my job, to hold people accountable for their behavior, their conscious action, right? But I also, as an accountability orchestrator, I need to call a time out and talk about and address that it is not okay to talk about the dysfunction of the modern human manifestation of dysfunction without also talking about the dysfunction, the lack of accountability, the lack of responsibility that has been going on under the radar in all human beings for thousands of years. Everyone for thousands of years has been toxic and abusive to each other. It's just that it went under the radar until now, due to the evolution of our technology. Now, our technology is the only thing that has evolved and changed in our society, okay? Human beings, people have this idea that all of a sudden modern women are toxic, and all of a sudden, what's going on with these modern women? Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're busting it wide on the gram and showing their anus as if this just came out of nowhere. No, it didn't. Where okay, I'm going to pause for a minute to gather the right words here, because this is where the challenge is going to come in. I want to ask, where have the healthy masculine figures been? The healthy masculine father figures been for the last 2,000 years on this planet? The healthy masculine father figure who is emotionally intelligent and able to show up emotionally for his children, to teach them from a balanced masculine leadership role. Now, when I'm talking about emotional intelligence, don't get it confused with me saying that men need to be feminine and more emotional and be like a woman. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about having emotional intelligence so that a masculine man knows how to mirror back to his child healthy emotional interaction for optimal brain development in the child. So that he can be present, right, for his children, because it's not just you physically being there as a man or physically being absent. It is your psychological and emotional absence or presence that will make or break the subconscious manifestation in your children and the brain development in your child. It influences what is internally manifesting in your daughters that you bring into the world, who need your loving attention emotionally, psychologically. And when they don't give it, when you are not able to provide that to them while maintaining your masculine role, right? You can be emotionally intelligent and be masculine at the same time. Maintain your masculine role, right? I'm not on here denying the biological setup within the man. The way a man is biologically built to take on a certain masculine role, you can maintain that and be emotionally intelligent at the same time as a man. It's called coming into balance. And you can be emotionally intelligent with your children and the people around you by stepping into an energy that is one that is exercising righteous dominion over the people around you, over your family, over your children, right? You're stepping into this healthy masculine role, a balanced masculine role, where when you become balanced in a true leadership role as a man, you are taking full responsibility for the way your tribe, your children, your offspring are showing up in the world, right? A true masculine leadership energy takes full responsibility. Full responsibility for how their offspring, for how the people around them are showing up in this world, because that is how incredibly powerful balanced, masculine, healthy energy is. A balanced, masculine leadership role type of energy is so powerful that when a man embodies this energy through righteous dominion, the people around, whatever gender you are, whoever steps into a healthy leadership role as a balanced person, the people around them will naturally be influenced to follow their lead. A lot of you men out here are talking about how you are the leader. You want to take the leadership role. That it's your role to be the leader, right? And I'm here to tell you, a true leader who is balanced, who steps into a masculine energy of true leadership, takes full responsibility for the way the people around them and their children are showing up in this world. Because when a person who steps into a true leadership role from a balanced energy, when they understand how powerful it is, they will understand their power in being able to influence all the people around them for good, right? This includes holding people accountable for their actions that are unhealthy, that are harmful, right? That's how you exercise masculine energy, is by holding the women and the people accountable, the people around you, accountable by enforcing consequences. You exercise righteous dominion by enforcing healthy, clear-cut consequences, right? And by doing the work on yourself before you bring children into this world, so that you can show up for your children from a state that is balanced with emotional intelligence. Yes, the modern, you guys are talking about the modern women. I want to expand this conversation beyond the modern woman, because the reality is that women going back thousands of years and men going back thousands of years have been incredibly unhealthy. It's just been going on under the surface until now. It's not just the modern woman. It is everyone going back thousands of years. For anyone to have the audacity to think that people before this generation were healthy, either you don't have an understanding of transgenerational trauma and transgenerational lack of accountability. It's not just about trauma, because ultimately everyone has the responsibility as an adult to take healthy action, to take accountability for themselves as an adult, right? Which is what I'm trying to encourage and show and be the example of here on my channel. Here on my channel, I'm stepping into a leadership role where I'm showing people what is possible when a person takes full responsibility for what is manifesting around them, right? A true leader, whether that's a leader in a household, whether that's a political leader, whether it's a leader over an entire civilization, when you step into a truly balanced leadership role, the power you have to influence the people around you is beyond your wildest dreams. So I'm calling a time out, and I'm going to challenge all the men out there who are saying they want to be that masculine leadership role. I want you to understand The power you have if you actually step into a balanced leadership role, what can actually happen if you actually do that and take ownership for your absence, and you're looking back at the generations of people that went before you, and you're becoming aware that for a long time, everyone has been showing up from a very dysfunctional space. We have not been there for each other, and we have not been holding each other accountable for our actions. And so what happened over time? The modern woman and the modern man is an explosion, an accumulation of experiences that boiled and bubbled up to the surface and exploded out through the tech, right? Past generations that went before us do not get off the hook in my eyes, because I see what's going on clearly. And we've all been aging for thousands of years, which is a manifestation of people who are completely out of balance. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am an intuitive medium. I am being guided by the other side. I get messages from the other side. So I'm going to pause for a moment and tune in and see if there's anything else my spiritual team would like me to share in this video. For now, there is nothing else that they want me to share. I just want to remind everybody that you are a God. You are a God-like being that if you step into personal responsibility and accountability for the absence of healthy energy that has been inflicted onto the others around you, if you take responsibility and accountability for your absence of ownership and you step into a balanced role, you do the work to step into a truly balanced role, men who want to embody a leadership role, you will be amazed at how everyone around you will be influenced positively by your balanced role of leadership. The power is within you. The power is not continuing to be void of responsibility and accountability, because a true masculine leadership, action-oriented energy has the power to influence masses of people for good. And that is everything that I want to share in this video, and I will continue in the next video.